Hello, beauty gang. Welcome back to my channel. If you are a new viewer, if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the beauty gang. Today's video, as you all can tell by the title, we are going to be talking about making money on Etsy, my journey, how I feel about it, because I don't really think people really talk about everything that goes on when it comes to Etsy. It's very competitive. It's a good thing if you know how to work the Etsy shop. I sell lashes and I am all into beauty. Like, I love beauty. My name on YouTube is Black Beauty Light. I have been selling lashes on Etsy for about a year now. So I'm going to be explaining to you how to get your business started, your small business, and how to grow it on Etsy. The first thing to know about selling products on Etsy shop is that it is very competitive. Most people on Etsy have been on Etsy for probably years. I'm not gonna lie, just like a YouTube video or like an essay, you're gonna only wanna view something that has like a really bomb title. So that's gonna get us into the first step when it comes to selling products on Etsy, which is to find out what you want to sell. Me personally, I knew that I wanted to go into like beauty because like I just knew that I wanted to do something in the beauty industry. That's just what I wanted to do. So I had to figure that out. And then I went into research. Research. Once you find out exactly what you want to sell, and I would also suggest going as far as to looking up the trends, like what are people buying, because you can do that as well. You can Google search that, you can look that up on Etsy, and then yeah, you can find out exactly what you want to sell. Now that's only if you really don't have like a passion for what it is you want to sell and you just want to make extra money. Go for the trends for sure. After you search and do research on like the product that you want to sell, I would definitely suggest viewing products that have like bestseller on it and comparing the products to other good products. Like compare them to the other bestsellers, compare those products to like the low sellers, only because you want to catch that niche. Almost like YouTube, you want to catch that niche. So for instance, when I started selling on Etsy, I had to go and look up which title for mink lashes got the most sales. And I kind of mocked it a little bit, and that's okay. You have to kind of like put yourself out there and get that clickbait, and then your product has to show with the pictures. This is one of my products on Etsy, by the way. I sell 100% mink lashes. Cute. These are my dream doll lashes. Okay, and then I also have another pair, which is, for one, they're my best seller. They're the Icy Girl lashes, and I've been selling lashes since 2020, right? These are my best sellers. They're always the first one out of stock. And once I had my products, you know, I just wanted to make sure that my money didn't get wasted. I am a seller who does everything by myself. I'm soon going to be moving into digital selling on Etsy, which is going to take off a lot of load for me going to the post office and things like that. But if you're just trying to get the hang of it and you want to do things on your own, you want to sell your own products, this is definitely the best route to go. I also have a lash book, which recently just started getting some sales. Now, a little about me, I definitely had to start my whole infrastructure on Etsy over, because the first time I sold on Etsy, I didn't know what to do, and I was actually like not getting any sales. Like now I'm getting to the point where each week I at least have a sale. There would be like months when I wasn't getting sales when I first started. So I'm definitely proud of my growth. The next step when it comes to selling on Etsy is taking good photos. Just a little of my Etsy shop. This was one thing that I forgot to do when I first started selling. When I first started selling, I I took the worst photos. I'm not gonna lie. So don't make that mistake. And you don't need a Canon camera to take good photos. Literally, the only thing you need is maybe like a ring light or some extra light. Even if you have like one of those lights that clip onto the top of your phone, use that. A nice clean background. Make sure your products look very professional. And then also you want to get, and this is the key to having good looking products on Etsy that people are going to want to click. You are going to want to get close-ups of your products. Whatever you post, make sure they're close up so people can really see and examine what they're about to purchase. You know, you don't trust anything that looks like it might not be of good quality. So you want to make sure that you give the people what they want. Step 3 is actually listing your product. And I would recommend taking your time when it comes to listing your product. The description, I'm not gonna lie, I even mocked the description of people who had the same products as me, but I put in extra words and phrases that made it more personable to me because I didn't want to copyright anything. But the main sentences and the main words I definitely mocked, and that is okay. That is okay, because 9 times out of 10 there's somebody else selling the same thing as you, closer to you, different design, right? Please ensure that when you are mocking someone's description that you do indeed have the same materials and ingredients as this person. I do not condone lying, and we do not want to start putting out false information to our buyers. And that's just me being 100% honest with you. If you sell candles, there's always going to be someone who sells like a lemon scented candle. There's always going to be someone who sells apple cinnamon candle. If you want to sell t-shirts, there's going to be people who sell t-shirts. You all probably even have the same vendor or the same products. However, you have to learn and figure out how to make your product stand out from the rest, right? Okay. So when listing your products, you want to be very, very firm with your prices. I just want you all to see exactly what it looks like to list a product. The first thing that they have here is the physical item. They're going to ask you for like pictures. They're going to ask you if it's a physical item, or they're going to ask you, is it a digital file? They're going to ask you who made it. You would say, I did in this case. They're gonna ask you, what is it? Is it a finished product or a supply or tool to make things? Of course, mine is a finished product because I sell lashes. When was it made? You tell them recently or not recently, whatever the case may be. And then you're gonna wanna press continue. And then we have the title. You're gonna insert, drag and drop some photos and videos in there. Definitely put some clear videos. Put some clear videos and make sure you wear gloves if you're showcasing something, just so it can just look as clean as, just clean. In your description, you wanna get very, very, very descriptive here. After you catch them with the picture, you catch them with the title, they're gonna read the description to see, is this something that I really wanna buy? The price here, you can put your price and how many of the products that you have. And every time someone buys the product, Etsy does a great job at, staying up with your quantity. And yeah, this is just a little bit more of the things that you can insert into your description. The material, like if you were to sell a cotton t-shirt, if you were to be selling a t-shirt, if it was cotton, you would put cotton there. If it was silk, you would want to put silk there. All the different type of materials that make up your component. For me, I'm just selling lashes, so I don't really put anything into the materials except maybe like mink. I don't know. Shipping options, you have so many shipping options. This is literally like just the beginning. It's really simple once you get the hang of it. You just want to make sure that you're inserting the right information so that you get the right crowd and you get your people. A really big thing on Etsy is like reviews. Typically me, when I get a sale on Etsy, I always like to send out a thank you message. I always like to keep them engaged in, you know, tracking and if their package was to get sent out and things like that. And then also when I see that their package is delivered, I'm still sending out a message basically thanking them and asking them to give me a review. Because if you're getting reviews and they like your product, Etsy definitely does a good job of keeping you in its algorithm. Which brings me to the final step, ads and promotion. Okay, my very first time getting on Etsy and becoming a seller on Etsy, I felt like I did not want to give them any of my money when it came to ads. But now that I know the ins and outs about Etsy, I definitely pay for monthly ads, which actually pushes my products out to people on Etsy, Google, and things like that. That made a major change in my sales and the things that I was bringing in. Even though I'm not where I'm at, I felt like just me implementing small changes to how I think definitely helped my company, and I love it. Promotion wise, you always want to promote yourself. You have Instagram, promote your products on there. If you have TikTok, promote your products on there. And once you create your shop, you get an Etsy link. So whatever social media you have, always take that link and just put it in your bio. If you're making YouTube videos, put it in the description. Promote yourself everywhere because you never know where your sales are coming from. And that's one of the major keys that I can give you. Just these little tweaks can really go a long way. And even if it didn't do as much for me, it might do more for you. That has been like my journey. These are some small tips that I would give to someone who wants to start an Etsy shop. I also want to say that Etsy is not something that you probably want to think of more so long term or like your main source of sales. Etsy is something that you may get a sale or you may not get a sale, right? And that's just having a business in general. However, I will say that you can do it. You can do it in other places. Just have Etsy as like that backup. If you all have any questions, please feel free to drop a comment. And I will definitely start commenting more to questions and things that people are saying because y'all know I love comments. Y'all know I love comments. But yes, again, I hope that I was able to help someone out who has a small business and is ready to get started on getting their own online business. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.